Hello, everyone. Harry here to talk about a major billion-dollar plus defamation lawsuit by a election software company against Fox News for publishing the lies about them in the wake of the election. No, it is not Dominion Corp. It's a whole different one. Smartmatic, and it is coming at Fox potentially. It's a little bit behind Dominion, but coming at it like a tsunami. You ever been on the beach and here's a huge wave coming your way, and then you look right behind it and a bigger one yet is looming over you? That's potentially what the Smartmatic case is. All right. This is the province of the craziest stuff as I remember it, and maybe as you remember it too, from November and December of 2020. This is Rudy Giuliani and Sidney Powell talking about Venezuelan dictator Hugo Chavez and it being his company that he started it, and foreigners specifically monkeying with the election and sending this software in, and there are 6 different states or jurisdictions where it totally corrupted the vote, etc. 100% horseshit. 100%. So Smartmatic is a well-regarded company, much more established than Dominion, that was launched in Florida in 2000 in the wake of the notorious Bush v. Gore hanging Chad election to try to restore greater integrity and credibility to American elections. So that's where they start. That's the first point. And they've been going on longer, meaning they have more value, meaning there's more potential damages for the alleged defamation. And then the 6 jurisdictions across the country. Well, there's one. The Smartmatic operates in 2020 in Los Angeles County only, and that's all crap. The basic stuff is even more of a departure. Oh, and I'm sorry, as stands to reason. From what I've just told you, Venezuela or any foreign person or any enemy of the United States, 0 role in Smartmatic. The closest we come, and I guess this is all it takes for the likes of Giuliani and Powell to manufacture it. Some of the owners have Hispanic surnames. Literally, that's what we're talking about. So it's the most brazen, crazy lies that really do harm their remember, people are, it's not just potential customers, but people are up in arms at the time and wanting to really punish these software companies. Okay, so you have Dominion, and it's really about the same lies. There's not, if you think about what Dominion and what's been revealed in the Dominion suit of late, it is not, and then Dominion did this, that, or the other thing. It's all these lies, about knowing the election was lost, but propagating, the Trump line anyway. Those are the lies that are really at issue in Dominion. So same lies for Smartmatic, except worse, because in addition to all those, you have the really outlandish, xenophobic, completely, manufactured out of nothing stuff about the foreign influence and the widespread involvement of the company, which is just, complete trash. Okay, so what you do have so far with Smartmatic, you have absolute lies and really outrageous, from Mars, made it completely up, nasty, nasty, nasty lies. What don't you have so far? At least in Smartmatic, you don't have the knowledge. So in other words, going back to what we've all learned, the little primer in defamation law and First Amendment that the Dominion case has given us, a media defendant is guilty if they tell falsehoods. That that has no First Amendment value, but the Supreme Court has said in order to encourage and protect vigorous reporting, we're going to say the Constitution prohibits punishing or including civil defamation against a company unless it knew or was recklessly indifferent to the falsity. That's why all this stuff from Dominion of, Murdoch knows this and Tucker knows that, and Laura Ingraham knows the third, and Stacey Stein knows, that's why it's so vital. Now, of course, that stuff should be relevant potentially if they can use it, but if not, they just go to a round of depositions where the same questions are asked, and they're going to have to give the same answers or be looking at, very suspect perjury problems. And the case is just not there yet. It's a little slower to be developing. It has an aspect of it was already, this is under New York state law, and an aspect of it was already green lighted by an appellate court. And then just a couple days ago, and this is what, triggers the news that I'm bringing you today, the trial court where the case will be tried, but, maybe beginning of next year, say, it's many months behind, said that Fox's effort to dismiss the case on the ground that, as of now, they can't prove, that is, Smartmatic can't prove malice, in other words, knowledge that things were false. The trial court rejected that. And there's a provision, and I remember I said in federal law, you have to either know or be recklessly indifferent. That's a federal constitutional rule, applies to the states, but New York has a slightly different wrinkle on that second leg of it, the recklessly indifferent, having to do with whether lies are, so outlandish that you really should have investigated. So on that basis, the trial court said, it's up to the trial. It's not. We'll see what the evidence is and what a jury believes. But there's enough here that Smartmatic is going to be able potentially to show actual malice. And remember, 50%. It's not beyond a reasonable doubt. So it's on this record, before even we've had all these depositions and more discovery, they've got the wherewithal to potentially show it. Now, he did say there are, I think Giuliani is one, and someone else at Fox was dismissed. They can be resued, but based on the evidence they developed against them. Lou Dobbs, however, who is really selling this crap hard, is specifically kept in the lawsuit, and Fox itself. So, if you think Dominion is trouble, get ready for Fox Defamation 2, the sequel, Smartmatic, which is the suit here is for $2.7 billion, and there is more value to the company, I think, on paper. And then, of course, you can always get punitive damages in a defamation case. And you do have these completely unhinged and malicious, I think would be, the commonplace word in the vernacular, but of, the kinds of lies they're telling, just xenophobic, as I said, and completely meant to rile people up and, based on zip. All right, so that's going to be a little bit slower to come to a court near you, if you live in New York, that is. But come to the national news, but definitely something to watch, this huge wave that we see developing in the mid-ocean and coming toward Fox News. Until it does, I'll follow it in the background, but it'll be big stuff if and when it hits. Until then, talk to you later. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed this video and other Talking Feds content, please take a second to like and subscribe. Talk to you later.